What's going on, guys? Don't you know who it is? It's Soul. So today is a solar eclipse, June 10th. I believe it is also a new moon. Yes, new moon. So I wanted to do June's tarot video today. It's supposed to be I believe it's a stripping away, a leaving behind of things that doesn't serve you. I believe that's what this eclipse and the new moon, and it's like all happening at once. And it just seemed like the right day to do this video. So we're going to start off with the Thoth deck. Clear the cards. And then I'll clarify with the Rider-Waite. So, bottom of the deck, off the shuffle, Princess of Cups. Okay, there we go. There's some good lighting. Princess of Cups. This is somebody that has a cup of emotion to give. They may have been shy about it. This isn't necessarily somebody romantic. It could just be somebody that feels something towards you, and it feels positive. I mean, they may have not been that expressive about it though. I'm gonna leave that out. What energies do we have for the month of June? Spirit, Creator, all nameless one. What energies do we have for us all in the month of June? For my internet friends. Month of June, Spirit, Creator, all nameless one. What energies do we have for my internet friends? 8 of Swords. Could be feeling a little defensive. Kind of maybe feeling like things haven't been going your way. You know, 7 of Swords can oftentimes mean that there's like several points of conflict around you all, and it feels like it's all happening to you at once. 8 of Swords, you know, you're coming out of that. And so again, there's these 2 swords pointing down. That's a defensive position. You know, upright would be offensive, you know, attack. Down, defensive. You know, you're just kind of holding your ground, persisting. But you'll come out of that. What energies do we have for the month of June? Spirit, Creator, all nameless one. What energies do we have for my internet friends for the month of June? Month of June, Spirit, Creator, all nameless one. 4 of Swords. Yeah. So I feel like after you come out of whatever this conflict is here, this interference, as it says on the bottom of the 8 of Swords, you're going to come into this place of peace, of contemplation, of just, you know, you might be taking time for yourself, just meditating on what is ever worrying you, and you're going to come to a resolution with whatever that problem is, you know, whatever is troubling you. You know, you're going to take some time for yourself. I was telling somebody last night, if you're feeling out of it, if you're feeling like, you know, the world is against you and you're just having a tough time, whatever life is bringing your way. Take some time for yourself and just go out and take a walk or take a hike. Get out in some fresh air, some nature, and whatever's troubling you, universe will bring to you it could be as simple as for myself, for instance, oftentimes I'll feel like, am I really doing the right thing? Have I made the right choices? And if you are aware enough, if you pay close enough attention to what life brings you, what universe brings into your life, or you can think of it as God, what God brings into your life. If you pay close enough attention, you will notice the little things, the little signs. God does not speak to you with a voice, because they are all things. They speak to you through all things. So pay close enough attention. The other day I was wondering, am I doing the right stuff? Am I making the right choices? And I'm walking my dog, and I see two cardinals fly out in front of me. Cardinals are about direction. You're heading in the right direction. You're on the right path, because the cardinal directions. You see a cardinal, that is universe telling you you're on the right path. You're moving in the right direction. And then a couple days before that, I was driving, and the same thing again. A cardinal flew right in front of my vehicle. So it's just those little synchronicities. You have to be aware enough, paying close enough attention to then think, oh wow, yeah, okay, that's actually what that means. That's universe speaking to you through the little synchronicities in your life. Good friend of mine, Clint Westwood, as he would say, there's no such thing as coincidences. So, yeah, let's keep going here. We're going to persist. We're going to overcome whatever's troubling us. What other energies do we have for the month of June? Spirit, Creator, only in this one. Ooh, a couple roll out there. More than a couple. So we've got the Queen of Wands. Somebody who wants to give passion. Somebody that is passionate about something and is willing to give it. It is also about they are highly intellectual. This could be somebody that they're highly spiritual, or they're interested in that kind of stuff. I'm just saying that because I don't usually notice this pine cone on the end of that staff, but that popped out at me. Okay. This person is probably really independent. Come on, focus. I don't know. It's out of focus, guys. But it's probably somebody really independent. There's this cat on this card. Cats are really independent. So after that, we got the Knight of Discs. This person is probably taking their time, or whatever this is taking a while. It could have something to do with money, but it doesn't necessarily have to. It's just general abundance, to be honest. You can see the sun rising. Not quite there yet, but you can see it coming. But there's growth to be had from whatever this is. You can see the wheat in the foreground there. That horse is tired. It's like, can we just stop already? This has been a long time coming. Alright, we got the Three of Discs. that's somebody that sees value in you. They might even look up to you a little bit. They might put, I don't want to go as far as to say it's put you on a pedestal, but I think that they see the value within you. They want to work on something with you, or get together and talk about, just life or this opportunity, or, they seem interested and curious. They've taken their time, whoever this is, but this is the underlying energy behind it all to me. And so it seems like whenever you take time for yourself, that will allow the universe to bring you those little synchronicities, those little signs. And so it seems like after you've taken time to contemplate whatever life is bringing you, whoever or whatever this is then given space to come forward. And like I said, it's been a long time coming. But they want to, this is a getting together, having a coffee, sharing a meal, and just, I don't want to just say enjoying yourselves, because it's more than that. It don't like I was saying, it almost seems like somebody wants to work with you, and they see value within you and would like to have you within their space. So now we've got the universe card. Now, what was I just saying? You take time for yourself, and that will allow the universe to bring you those messages, to bring the abundance that you've been waiting on. That will give space for that to come into your life. That's the universe card. So this is, whatever this is it was supposed to take this long. Whatever's been getting in your way of this happening, it was supposed to happen this way, and you're going to look like whatever it was. If it was somebody like trying to hurt your reputation, and that was stopping someone from coming towards you, whatever they were trying to do to you is now going to happen to them. And this person, whoever this is going to hear about it, believe me. And like I said, this is the way that the universe had to have it work. You probably just kept your eyes on the prize and kept at it while somebody else was trying to interfere in what you were doing. Universe will never favor those people, but universe does favor those who are enough to recognize somebody's recognizing the value in you, and I believe universe does also. Yeah, this is 8 of Cups. So I would say somebody is walking away. Whoever this is, I'm getting this feeling like whatever was making them take so long, they're walking away from it, or they're realizing that it was just interference trying to hold you back, and there wasn't any substance to it, right? and this is ultimately how this Queen of Wands feels. They have love. If this is a work situation, like, it's genuine, the way that they feel, or the way that they think about you. You might be the person that just keeps their mouth shut, does the work, and they've seen that. And there might be other people that try to run their mouth and try to say that you're something else. But in the end, whoever this Queen of Wands is, they already know the truth of everything, right? So they're whether it be physically walking away from something, you know, ending a relationship, cutting ties, whatever, they're going to be moving towards, you know, the way that they actually think, the way they actually feel. It could just be a mental walking away too, right? So if somebody was trying to portray you a certain way and then they realize it, you know, they're like, oh, that person was just completely making up stuff and it wasn't even true. Like, that's the realization they're coming to, and then they're going to walk away from that point of view, right? Because that's what they've been believing up to this point. So they're going to come forward like this. They're going to offer, you know, that, again, this person has a cup to offer, but they've been bashful, worry, probably. Like, I'm surprised we don't have more swords. Well, we did have some swords, but that was more your energy to me. But they haven't really necessarily came forward. You guys may not have even really had much of a conversation. I'm getting, like, this could be an admirer that hasn't really came forward, and they've been really taking their time. But Queen of Wands is somebody that has a lot of passion, and Two of Cups, that is like, you know, that's almost like the Lovers, you know, the Lovers card. This person is making a choice to come towards you because you're the one, you're the valuable one in all this. Like, they're seeing that. That's really cool. That's a good reading. Like, you reap what you sow. Whatever work you've put in, if it's been true, honest, hey, the universe is rewarding you. Yeah. 9 of Cups. Happiness. You're gonna feel fulfilled emotionally. You're probably gonna have opportunities coming forward. Yes. Alright. I kind of want to clarify some of this. Let's move forward with... Oops. Let's move forward with the Rider-Waite. I was using the Thoth deck. Alright. I love these the classical cards. Ooh, some Queen energy. I like the depictions of these. They're simple, but there's like a lot in there. I've been wanting to like design my own cards at some point. I think that'd be cool. I think that's really, I don't know. I like the artwork on these. This Thoth deck is good though too. There's so much imagery in that Thoth deck. I've been doing a lot of work around the house lately. That is, you know, if you've got stuff that's piled up, like a little piddly stuff, you know, it may not be that important. But if you're feeling lack, if you're feeling like you aren't getting anywhere, again, take some time to make some space. You know, get that little stuff done. Like, I've had some brush around the yard that needs cleaned up, gutters need cleaned. You know, there's little projects I've been wanting to build, and then I got the materials for, and I finally just started putting the, you know, just getting it done. It's not stuff that takes very long, maybe an hour or less, and it was done. But it's just stuff that I had let pile up over time, and hey, I knocked that all out. I knocked a bunch of it out, and you know, that's gonna make space for universe to bring in more stuff. That's how it works. Like, you can only put so much stuff in a room, right? So gotta clean some of that out so some new can come in. Let's clarify this Queen of Wands. What can you tell me about this Queen of Wands, Spirit Creator? Only all nameless. What can you tell me about this Queen of Wands? I had the Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. whenever I was showing you these cards. 3 queens. Very feminine. Can you tell me about this Queen of Wands, Spirit Creator? All y'all names. Can you tell me about this Queen of Wands? Ooh, yeah. What was I saying earlier, man? That's that Page of Cups energy I was talking about. Page of Swords. They've been watching you. They want to communicate. But they're hesitant. That's what I was saying earlier. That's clarifying the Queen of Wands. So yeah, this person's been taking their time. You know? They've got something to say. And I feel like it's a lot. Like, that's probably why they keep holding back and keep holding back. But eventually that wears on a person, right? And then they just have to like blurt it like all at once, just to, you know, let it all come out. Page of Swords, Page of Cups. So yeah, somebody that has emotion, has been taking their time. What else can you tell me about this Queen of Wands? I like this story. It's all good for you. I mean, if you're watching this, it's all good for you. Spirit Creator. Couple cards. Yeah. See, this is you. This is how they're seeing you. This is why they've been holding back, taking their time. I'm trying to decide if I feel like you are both within this. Like, again, you were going through some kind of conflict, I was saying earlier, but you're taking time and contemplating it all, mulling it over. That's the same Hermit energy. Like, this is like major arcana, 4 of Swords energy. So, like, you're taking time for your, again, like I was saying, you're making time for yourself so that you can heal, you know, contemplate whatever's been troubling you. And in that, you are learning how to make your own light. You're not dependent upon something else to make you feel fulfilled. You're learning how to make that on your own, you know. You're learning how to create your own light in this time. And that, whoever that Queen of Wands is, has been seeing that, and I feel like you may have like inspired them to do the same. Like, they're seeing you on your journey, and so like they're kind of like, they've probably been like keeping it, oh wow, they've probably been keeping it secret and not saying anything to you. Like, this may not be for everybody, but whoever this is has maybe been seeing you do this and like been keeping it to themselves and not saying anything, but they've been like following along on whatever it is you're doing. They've been kind of like following along with you because they're maybe going through like a similar thing, and so they see you glowing up, and so they kind of like try to do the same stuff. Like maybe you're highly spiritual and like and they see you again glowing up, and they see you growing brighter, and so like they may not be as spiritually advanced or like as aware as you are, and so like they are trying to, you know, what is it, not fake it till, I don't feel like they're faking it till they make it, but they see you doing what you were doing, and they're trying to like mimic that same thing so that they can achieve the same results. But what they really need to do is just come forward and speak with you, because ultimately spending some time with you will be more beneficial for them than anything, because then they'll see like the real thing. Like, they won't be seeing, like, if they're, as a Page of Swords is somebody that's like probably watching you online. If you post online, that's somebody that's checking out your Twitter or checking out your Facebook, or if you post YouTube videos, You know, they're probably watching and not saying anything. They probably don't like the video. But this person, like, they've been keeping their eye on you. They know how special you are. They know how authentic. That's something else I've been talking about recently. They know how authentic you are. I posted today, you know, people used to covet things. Nowadays, people covet who someone is or how someone are, or how they are. You know, because authenticity is a rarity. So you should try to be legendary. Because, you know, it's hard to find someone that isn't just following along with what someone else is doing, right? And this person is seeing your authenticity, and they're trying to like follow along with you. But what they need to do is speak with you, and they'll be able to then integrate that within themselves. They won't have that, you know, they'll be able to put their own spin on it, because not everyone is going to, you know, we're all going on similar paths, but again, you can't just copy someone and expect to get the same results as they are, because they're a completely different person. Now you need to integrate that within yourself, and then whatever way you do it at that point will be your way. You know, it won't be their way any longer. You know, whatever is intuitively, you know, and you should go with like what your gut is telling you whenever you do something. Like, don't be afraid to experiment, and like, try something a different way. Like, if you've been habitually doing something a certain way just because someone else does it that way, why? You know, you're doing it their way. You're like, there's probably a way that would make more sense to you. They might look at you weird for trying to do it different than them, but if it's more efficient for you, then do it your way, right? Go with your gut. Absolutely. Oh, what other clarity can we get here? Can you tell me about this Eight of Cups? What's going on with this Eight of Cups? Yeah. Nine of Swords. Whatever it is they're walking away from, again, they've been taking their time and it's been wearing on them. Like I was saying earlier, it's been wearing on them. They've been up several nights. Maybe they just don't sleep at all anymore because they're constantly thinking about what they should come forward and just talk. A simple conversation. People make a big deal out of just talking. I don't know how to phrase it. I'm not one to small talk. If I've got something on my mind and I'm curious about something, I'll just, you know, ask you about it. Or if I remember you doing something, I'm not going to ask you how the weather is or how you, like, if I'm curious about how you've been, or if I feel like you've been going through something, I'll ask about that. But if I don't know how to do something, or anything, you know, I'm just gonna go. I'm a pretty straight shooter as far as that stuff goes. And so this person is just hesitating and being up in their head about it, and instead of just coming forward and having a conversation. I don't know why I'm getting this feeling off, like this just came to me. I'm getting this feeling off these cards, like maybe you approached this person in the past about something, it could be a commitment, or it could have been something within the workplace, and you just mentioned it. It was probably something casual. You probably didn't make a big deal out of it, and this person may have, like, there was something interfering with them going ahead with whatever it was you were saying, right? And so I feel like now, like, they almost feel like they've lost that opportunity with you. That's why they're up in their head. I mean, they are walking away from whatever that was, but they're up in their head about it because they know that they've taken so much time. Wow, that's interesting. So if you approach someone and just said, hey, you want to hang out, just get a cup of coffee, maybe this person ghosted you. And they wish that they didn't. They've probably, like I said, they've just been, like, stalking. I hate using the word stalk because it has certain connotations to it. But they've been watching your social media, your posts. They're the person lurking on your photos and not liking or retweeting or commenting. But they see them. Believe me, they see them. They see all of them. They see every post you make. That's why they're so up in their head about you. Because they know how real you are, and you are the real deal. So yeah, they're gonna come, like, I feel like this is how they want to come forward. In their head, this is how they're gonna come forward. Like, yeah, Ace of Wands energy. Real strong, passionate. Yeah, whoa, okay. So we've got the Ace of Wands. I feel like this is them visualizing it in their head. And this is another thing I'm getting off this person, whoever they are. They're in their head a lot. Like I said, this person's been taking a long time to come forward. Like, they've been making a decision on this for a while. But they know the right decision to make. And they've made it in their head. They've already made it up in their head. Like, you may not even know that this is going on. You probably don't. Because, like I said, this person may have ghosted you or just left you on red, you know, and they feel like they ruined it. When in reality, or they think that you hate them, wouldn't want to talk to them. When in reality, if they just said, hey, what's up? I mean, you would probably be happy to talk to them. You know, you probably didn't hold anything against them at all. You know, you may have offered a casual thing or said something casual to them, and, you know, they didn't reply, so whatever. Moved on with your life. But this person has, like, held on, and it's just caused more and more mental stress to them. So they're, like, visualizing in their head, okay, this is how I'm going to come forward. I'm going to tell them, this is how I feel. And yeah, so they're gonna run in, like, fiery, passionate, because that's how they feel about you. Take your time, though. Don't just give in, right? Make this person work for it a little. Hold back. Let them give to this connection. You know, show you that they want this, that they aren't just going, you know, 2 weeks later they're just gonna split. Make sure, you know, don't just let them come in with their wand. You catch my drift. Because that's what the Knight of Wands does. And I'm not saying that this person is that way, but they're coming in quickly and passionately, right? But it seems to me that they want to give some emotions to this. They have it to give. They have a very big, beautiful cup. Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups. Yeah. That's a silly little funny reading. So, sorry about that, guys. That was Mom. But I was talking about this Queen of Cups. I was showing you these cards earlier, and the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords were both out. And so now here they are again. So we've got the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Only thing out here, the Queen of Cups, Swords, Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I did see the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck earlier, but it hasn't came out yet. But anyways, Queen of Cups, this person, you know, I feel like you've been doing work on yourself. I feel like this person has also, because you're in this Empress energy. So the Empress is equal to all four queens. So this person's the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords. You know, they're having to do work. Like I said, they've probably been following along with you and doing work on themselves. And whatever was whatever was holding back this connection, you know, they're putting it into it. That last sword is being put in it. Which will make room for a new beginning, you know. Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is turning. So you'll be going into the next cycle with this person, whatever that may be. Yeah, it's just more of the same. I mean, you're gaining a new perspective. You're probably not worrying about stuff that you were worrying about because you've taken time for yourself, right? And in the end, you're victorious. Like, this person wants to throw a parade for you because they think you're that awesome. And you're getting the recognition. Whatever you've been putting effort in towards, whatever you've been working on, you know, you've probably not been saying much about it, but you've been working behind the scenes and you've been keeping at it. And whatever it was, you know, again, you're going to be victorious. You're going to win. You're going to make it. Interesting. That was an interesting reading, guys. This person just cracks me up because they feel a lot or think a lot about you. Like, they think very highly and feel a lot for you, but they're so silent. Like Page of Cups, Page of Swords, but behind that is, I honestly feel like they're gonna come in and like tell you like how much you've changed them. Like, just being, like, having you, like, you probably aren't even really in their energy. Like I said, you guys may have not really even spoken much. Like, you may have just like passingly asked this person to like have a cup of coffee or something, and like they didn't reply back. But they've kept you in their energy, and like I said, they've just been watching this whole time, not saying anything, not commenting, not liking your photos. They may have like made alt accounts on social media and like pretending to be somebody else, but it's actually them, just so they can like keep an eye on your fleets or your stories or whatever, because they want to keep up with you. Like, they see so much value in you. They've been keeping it to themselves, and in the end, that's just hurting them more, you know, because they know the truth of everything. It's just silly. I hope this resonated for you guys. You know, if it didn't, well, this reading wasn't for you, and that's okay. You can find me on Twitter at soul070 _. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this video. Yeah, this is some overall good energy for June. Like, it just makes me want to giggle because the way this person is. They're just so hesitant. They're like, oh, I'm gonna come forward and say this, but then like they think about doing it and they're like, maybe I should just sit back and watch for a little longer. And they're like, oh, okay, and then I'm gonna say this and do this, and then they try, like they want to come forward maybe one night, and then they're like about to do it, and they're like, I'm gonna make a fool of myself. I'm gonna come back and just like watch some more. They're like trying to like strategize how they're going to express themselves to you. This is like the kind of person that feels like they try and like plan out everything, when in reality that's just like building expectations that probably can't be met. They should just come forward and just have a casual conversation. I feel like I've said that in another reading. But it's just silly. It makes me smile because this person like feels a lot or thinks a lot about you, like so much so that it like stresses them out. Like if they've been going, if this is a romantic thing and or if it's a workplace thing and they've been like trying, like I said earlier, you're probably just somebody that does the work, doesn't try to brag about what it is you're building. You just do it because you enjoy doing it. And like this person may have like been trying to overlook you because initially there was some kind of interference, and like now they're realizing that whenever they were trying to look in all these other places for value, like they were comparing those people to you. Like they're realizing, oh wow, like this person is completely authentic. They are who they say they are, and I was silly to, just pass them up. That's the feeling I'm getting. Wow. But they're just overthinking this completely. I think people tend to do that within situations. You guys have a wonderful June. Peace.